Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Rhiannon. I'm with Simply Blessed with Rhi. I'm a Talk Couture independent designer. If you see the red live button right there in the corner, that means I'm currently live. If you don't see that, then you're watching a replay. And if you could please comment #replay so I know that you were here. I'd love to say hello to you. Give me just a moment to do some admin stuff and we'll get started. When you come on, say hi, let me know how you're doing. Hit that heart button and sprinkle the love for me. We'll get started in just a minute. We have a really cute spring on the farm sign to do tonight. Hopefully it comes out the way I envision, because I don't like the way that the creator of the file painted it. So we will see. Can you stop? So, I don't know why I just turned that off. I need it on. All right, so I have this really cute sign. Let me get all of these paints out of the way. I'm not quite sure what paints I'm gonna use just yet. And this one might take us a little while. So, it says, spring is better on the farm. Oh, it's got a cute little Highland cow. That we're gonna paint. Thank you, Tony. So let me first put Tony in, and then we'll get started. There you go, Tony. So all of the words are separate. I'm gonna do the words in a light blue. So we're gonna go ahead, actually, we're gonna go ahead and paint the background first. Hey, Kevin, we're gonna paint it white, but then we're gonna do something to it. So hopefully this works. Now I don't have to paint the whole thing, but we are going to put a transfer on it too. This is one that has the score lines to be able to see where everything goes. So I'm not going to put a really thick layer on here. I want to be able to see my score lines. And I don't have to paint the center. Thank you, Kathy. And hi, Miss Melanie. Hey, Laverne. David is upstairs trying to get the girls to go on a walk. That never works. They are very anti-walk. They're anti-out and doing stuff. Especially not with Daddy. So I am just, oh, that's a lot. I'm painting on a thin layer of white. It's actually kind of thick, but I just want to be able to see my score lines. I keep freezing. I think my Wi-Fi is like on the fritz today. And I know my cellular wouldn't be any better. So You could probably try to go out and come back in. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you guys because it's just what it is today. Ooh, I got paint on my sweater. It's okay. Let me go ahead and get a wipe. I see you, Kevin, that you sprinkled. Have you moved yet? Have they moved you? Yeah, there's been a lot of rain lately. Yesterday it was bad. Got a lot of rain yesterday. That ended up really thick right there for some reason. Tomorrow. Are you excited, Kevin, or are you nervous? All right, so I just painted white. Doesn't have to be gorgeous. We are actually going to put a transfer over this. So we're gonna let it dry and then we'll come back to it. And let's see. Here you go, Kevin. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna do the words and let me get my rusty little board out so that I'm not getting it all over my table like I did the white. Just to make it a little bit easier. Nervous. It'll go all right. You'll be fine. We've got faith in you. All right. I'm gonna do this light blue on the words. I think I'm actually gonna use a makeup sponge. This one was already used partially, so I'm just gonna cut it off and use it. I might have to do a couple of layers on this because this is pretty light. It's a pretty light color. But it's pretty. So I did, hey Julie, I did do a little bit more to that. I put some purple flowers in with it just to kind of, I don't know, even it out. That's the only reason why I left it back there, so you guys could see. Miss Kathy, I'm having another sale tomorrow, and this guy is actually going to be in the sale. I don't know if I like doing it this way. It takes forever. So we're going to nix that, and we're just going to go ahead and paint. Way too long. I think I get better coverage this way anyway. But yeah, we are having another cutout sale tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Standard Time. And this guy is going to be in that sale. Don't ask me how much he is because I can't remember how much I priced him at. There is a bigger truck tomorrow. Ooh, that just like decided to break. But it's kind of big. I'll see what I can do. And if anything else, I can do something special for you. We'll make it happen, Miss Kathy. Got a bit of farmhouse stuff tomorrow. Some farmhouse, a lot of interchangeables. Ooh, that'd be cool. I'll see what I can find. Because you guys, I don't make my own files. I am not that talented. But I'll see what I can find. What, kitty cat? Why are you coming in my office? No. He saw the door open. You're welcome. I'm not guaranteeing it'll be in the show tomorrow night, but if I don't put it in the show, then I'll message it to you, Kathy, and we'll go from there. It all depends on what I can find. So I'm trying not to put too much paint on my paintbrush because I don't want to make a huge mess out of the edges of my letters. Because that's the only thing about painting with a paintbrush is it tends to go over the edge. I'm going to have a little bit, but that'll be all right. We will live. So it doesn't seem very spring-like outside lately. It's been a little bit chilly. Got plenty of spring rain though. It rained something fierce yesterday. Today wasn't as bad. Does anybody have anything planned for the weekend? We had lots of rain today. We had so much rain yesterday. But we only had a little bit of thunder, which I was really surprised. Because the weather said that it was supposed to storm. Almost done with the letters. Going to your daughter's. Does she live very far away? Two hours. Fun. Well, you be safe on the road. There has been a lot of crazies out on the road, you guys. Yesterday, I took my dad to an appointment 45 minutes away. And on the interstate, which, mind you, is 65 miles an hour, and I wasn't going as fast. I wasn't going 65. I think I was going like 55 when it happened. I had a car pull right out in front of me on the interstate. And I mean like close. Luckily, like I said, I was already going slower than normal. And I was able to back off so that I didn't hit the car. But like, people just aren't looking lately. Either that or they don't care. I don't know what the deal is. But people need to learn how to drive. And part of it, I think, is around here because we are a big tourist town. So the tourists come in and most of the time they do not know how to drive around here. So we end up, y'all, we've had tourists stop in the middle of the road to look at a map before. On a, not an interstate, but on the highway. Because we have the back highways here. Yeah. Just stop in the middle of the road to look at a map. They have no clue whatsoever. All right, so that is done. I am actually going to take the round and I am going to put a transfer on it. I do need to get my fuzzing cloth. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, military town is horrible. And I can say that because I'm prior military. All right, so the transfer that we're going to use is called Shiplap Enjoy. It is a Christmas transfer, but I'm going to put this guy back here because I just don't have room on my desk. So it is Shiplap Enjoy, and we're going to use the Shiplap on it because I don't want it just to be plain white on the back. Just don't want it. Hi, Lorraine. Y'all, I just don't have enough room. So I'm gonna fuzz this really well. Don't mind my hair, you guys. I took a nap earlier. I was so tired. So tired. I have an appointment with my doctor tomorrow, so I am gonna talk to him about a whole bunch of stuff. Because a lot of you know I've been having pain in between my shoulder blades. I've been super fatigued, like so tired all the time, no matter how much I get to sleep. I'm broken. Getting old. A little bit more. This is a pretty sticky transfer. Just want to make sure I have it straight. I'm going to put it right above the holes. There we go. And I am going to use bark if I can find it. There it is. All the way up there. I'm just going to go ahead and chalk the whole thing, even though I really don't need to because I just have to chalk the lines. But, and you know, the center is not even painted because my cow is going to go there. But we're just going to do the whole thing. Just because it's easier. Just to make sure I get everything that I need. All right, there we go. All the way up there. Awesome. So it just gave us nice little lines of shiplap. I'm gonna go ahead and glue on the letters, the words, and then we'll get started on painting the cow and the flowers. Ooh. I want this color too. All right. Hey, Corrine. You off work now? So this does have the score lines, so you can see exactly where you need to put it. Oh, fun. Yeah. How close are you guys to the fundraiser? Did y'all make the last like $10 or do you still need more? Because if y'all still need more, I'll come in tomorrow and I'll have Hannah buy some stuff for me. Hey, Marcy. What'd I do with, there it is. Y'all, spring is better on the farm. You're not sure? All good. All good. All right, so now to the Highland cow. You guys, this is gonna be fun. There's a lot to it. I'm gonna paint the cow first. The cow. There's so many flowers. Thank you, Patty. Like I said, this will be available on in tomorrow's live. Let's see, I want it dark brown. That's lighter than what I want, but we can use that too. Let's see, is this any darker? Kind of. I might mix. Come on. That's a little bit better. All right, so we'll probably kind of mix and match a little bit. Who here likes Highland cows? kind of go through with. Let's see. Anything farmhouse? That's not the color I wanted. That is. Okay. That's a brand new one though. It is A-okay. When its nostrils black and not brown. There we go. Anything farmhouse, huh? Well, there's going to be some farmhouse tomorrow. All right. I think I need to be a little bit careful here, because some of this you can see. Just this and this. Okay. Gotta be careful with that flower, because you can see it. Hey, Amy. This will not be the only Highland Cow thing in tomorrow's live. Just saying. I think there's one other. There's not much, but I think there's one other. Ooh, and I think I need my black pen, so I might have to go over and get that. I don't know, I might be able to use that paintbrush. Because I just painted over his eye. I wasn't paying close attention. I painted over his eye. Let's see. How about I dry it first? I missed a whole big spot. gold will be a little bit darker too. There. Let's clean up my mess. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna get my markers. Just because the black pen is so much easier to use than a paintbrush. There we go. That's better. So I am going to go ahead and glue him on. And then we'll glue the different pieces on as we get them painted. Yeah, it's a acrylic paint pen. So I get that particular one that I just used, I got at Michael's. It's a Tombow. Some of the ones that I use, I got off of Amazon. You can just Google or search on Amazon. Ooh, I forgot something. You can search on Amazon, just acrylic paint pens, and they'll come up. I forgot to do his antlers. I don't want that color. I want this color. There we go. Now his little nose is gonna be kind of that same, it's gonna be the same color. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint his nose the same color. I'm gonna need that black again. To paint his smile on. There we go. need to just leave this black out. So like I said, this is Tombow. It's N15. And it actually has like a little tip, but it also has the brush end. We're going to use the tip end on this one. That's all we're going to do. It's not very dark, but that's okay. Right, just gluing stuff on as we go. I need to put this on because the way it sits is a certain way. I need to make sure it sits right. Da, da, da. Because if it doesn't sit right, it won't be right. Guys, it's starting to look like a cow. Starting to get there. I'm not going to glue this piece on yet because I need to glue the hat on first. So the hat, we're going to do a pinkish purple. It's called, what color is this? Vintage Tea Rose. Hey, Jacqueline. It's a brand new color. I haven't even used it yet. All right. It's a pretty color. We're actually going to use a light, well, we'll see. I don't know. I think this is going to be too odd next to it. I'm going to put a little bit just on the underside because you won't be able to, oh, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. I was afraid it would be too light and it'd look weird. But we can put a little bit of dry brush, the other color, over it if we have to. Hey, Amy. I just saw a spot that I didn't get. Okay. But yeah, that's fine. That is fine. All right, and I think I'm gonna do yellow in the center flowers, a couple of yellow in the center flowers, and with like white around it. Thank you, Amy. We'll see. So I got these cotton swabs. They should help with painting small spots. They have like this tip on them. Give me this. So I got a little bit carried away. I don't know, you guys. It's a bit bright for what I was hoping for. Do. We're gonna go ahead and pour some white out because I don't like pouring paint out onto trays because I end up wasting a bunch of it. But we're gonna have enough white, I think, that it's not gonna matter. I'm only doing a few flowers like this. Some of the flowers are going to be like pink and maybe purples, just to make it varied. And the little guy. Let's see. I kind of went crazy on that one, but that's okay. Because I can clean it up. I'm not sure about those Q-tips, but I figured I'd try them because it's a little bit something new, something that could make my life a little bit easier. I just don't think it will. Hey, Lori. He's starting to look cute. Guys, so far, what do you think? Now we only have the flowers. I'm gonna put him back here and we are going to have fun with flowers. So these, I'm gonna paint the centers white. Actually, and we're gonna do a couple of, the ones with this is gonna be kind of a pink, the same color as his hat. And then we're gonna do some purple and some white, maybe. Okay. Thank you, Marcy. I'm actually gonna need that guy back up here because one of the flowers you can, actually two of the flowers you can see right here on the edges that are gonna be this kind of rose color. I got a little bit on the background, but that's okay. I should have thought about this before I glued it down. Because I'm a messy painter. Can't see it too much. Go easier on this one. go. And I think that's all for that color. Hey, Mom. Ooh, I have a couple of small ones that we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna do those in purple with white centers. I wanna do 4 of them. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do these, the white with the yellow centers. And then those that's on the board will be purple. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Not sure I like these. It was a good idea, but I don't think it works for me. You guys, if you find little tips and tricks that work for you, by all means. If it doesn't work for somebody else, don't worry about it. If it works for you, do what you gotta do. Because there's some people that swear by the makeup wipes. There's people that swear by try going out and coming back in. I just had an issue. My audio froze. So hopefully it's better. I just don't think it'll be, okay. It won't be any better if I go to cellular. Because my cellular stinks. You guys, you can do these in any color that you want. So the creator of the file actually had almost all of the flowers white and then some kind of this rose color, but that's boring to me anyway. If you want to do it that way, you can. These are little flowers. They're not as easy to paint. Awesome. It has been super windy here today. What are you doing in here, kitty? I've said it before, I am in no way the best painter, you guys. Great, those are done. I still need that because we are gonna do all of these with white centers, and then we're gonna put purple around them. Thank you, Amy. Y'all don't see it up close though. That child, she slams that door. You're the same. Hey, Kelly. And what's sad is both my parents know how to paint. They're good painters. My mom used to be a sign painter. So she's got all of the like tips and tricks. And some of them, you know, I kind of adopted because I watched her for so long. But some of them just eludes me. How are you, Miss Kelly? I've been all right. Really tired, but otherwise decent. I think I might go to sleep early tonight. Try to anyways. I try to, you guys, and it just never works. I did get a little bit of a nap in. The girls were loud though. There, now we are done with white. Done with yellow. do some purple. If it'll come out. There we go. Might have to do a second layer on this. I'm not sure yet. We will see. Y'all, I'm half blind, so don't mind me. As much as I don't like it, I think I'm gonna need readers. Because some of this up close, I can see it, but it just, I could see it better with readers. My husband makes fun of me because he's been in bifocals for a while. But I'm trying not to do bifocals. I think they would drive me up a wall. So like I said, there will be a couple of Highland Cow cutouts tomorrow night. There's some farmhouse, interchangeables, some just family type signs. A graduation gnome. Because face it, graduation is coming up. Does anybody in here have a senior this year? I have a senior. She's already done with school, but she is graduating in May. See, when I was growing up, it didn't matter if you had everything done. You still stayed in school until, like, the end of the senior year. You didn't get out early, but they're letting kids get out early if they're done. They've got all their credits. So she has not been to school since December. I like this color. It's really pretty. It's called Lilac Mist. You know, my acrylic paints I just get from Walmart. Some of them, I usually get just the apple barrel matte. I don't like the shiny or anything like that. But some of them I've gotten the, let's see, there's another brand. I can't think of what it is, but it's also at Walmart. folk art or something like that. I think it's folk art. Ooh, I just painted through my white. That wasn't very smart. Fixed. That's what happens when I start getting in a hurry. I get messy and I make mistakes. Hi, Diane. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all aren't very talkative. I have a reason not to be talkative. Because it's hard for me to paint and talk at the same time. I am not multi-talented. Sometimes I am. I can type and talk at the same time, but that's about it. Thank you, Tony. Some of this needs a second coat. I'm trying to go back over as I go with a second coat. Because it's just not covering this very well. This color is light enough that the brown is showing through. Now, one thing that you could do is paint it all white, and then, which probably would have been a good idea. Paint it all white and then go over it with your color, just as like a primer. That would have been probably the smart thing to do on this. since the centers are white anyways. You live and you learn. That's why you guys get to watch me. You get to watch me figure things out, and then you can do it the right way when you do it. Y'all can learn from my mistakes. I am so messy when I paint. Now I just hope all of it looks good together. Got a little much on that. Almost done. As soon as these flowers are done, we can finish gluing everything together and it will be done. So close. I'm gonna have to touch up the centers because, like I said, I'm a messy painter, and I kind of got purple on the centers of some of these. Almost there. Last one. There we go. All done. And now we can glue it all together. after it's dry. All right, guys. That is pretty. Oh, that's why it wasn't sitting down in there. I forgot that it had to be up in there. I went and sat it all the way down again. Oh, I'm a mess. Thank you, you guys. All right. So everything's glued. I am gonna do something quick though. So we're going to just highlight a few things. I think that's good enough. What do you guys think? I know it took a long time, but I think it turned out really cute. Actually, I want to put some on his tail too. Thank you, Linda. So you guys, like I said, this is going to be in the live tomorrow on the live sale. And it's actually got, it's a door hanger. Cut it a bit big. So it does have the holes that you can tie twine on, or you can just use it as like a shelf sitter, anything like that. There we go. All right, you guys, that's all for tonight, even though it's a lot just to be all, right? But I will be live again tomorrow night at 7:30 Central Standard Time with some cutouts, including this guy. I hope to see you guys there. Otherwise, I'll be live again on Sunday at 6:30 Central Standard Time with another project. I hope you guys have a good weekend and have a great night. Good night.